Every sunrise began the same way for him. Long before the world woke up, the farmer was already in his fields. His hands were rough, his clothes were worn, but his heart carried the strength of someone who refused to give up. Behind him stood a small house, a loving wife, and children who looked at him like he was their hero, even on days when he didn't feel like one. The year had not been kind. Prices of seeds had gone up, fertilizer cost had doubled, and government taxes and bills kept arriving like unwanted guests. Some months, the numbers on paper looked heavier than the load on his shoulders. But every time he felt overwhelmed, he reminded himself why he worked so hard, because his family depended on him, and because the land was a part of his blood. There were nights when he returned home too tired to speak, yet his wife always greeted him with patience, understanding, and a smile that made the weight feel lighter. His children helped where they could, carrying water, feeding animals, sitting beside him during long evenings as he calculated expenses he barely knew how to manage. Even in struggle, the house was full of love. As the seasons changed, so did his challenges. Too much rain in one month, too little in the next. Crops failed, money thinned, and opportunities felt distant. But he worked anyway through heat, cold, wind, and worry. He fought not only against the soil and the weather, but against the fear of not being able to provide. Still, he never let his spirit break. Slowly, his hard work began to show results. His crops started growing strong, his livestock stayed healthy, and he managed to clear small debts one by one. His wife took care of the home with grace, and his children studied with dreams bigger than the fields they played in. Even with pressure, hope grew quietly, like a seed that refuses to stop. When the final harvest of the year arrived, he looked at the filled sacks with a proud but tired smile. It wasn't a perfect year, it wasn't an easy year, but it was a completed year. A year he survived with dedication, sacrifice, and love. That night, after everyone slept, he sat at the small wooden table and opened a blank page in his notebook. He wrote his New Year's resolutions, not fancy, not complicated, just simple promises. To work smarter, not just harder. To save more, to spend time with his children, to support his wife the way she supported him, and to keep believing in himself no matter how tough the world became. He closed the notebook gently, knowing the next year would bring its own challenges. But he also knew something else. A farmer's strength doesn't come from the land alone, it comes from his courage to stand again after every storm. And with that courage, he was ready to begin another year.